Let's look at question number 2. It says if the whole bar is 3 units long, what is the length of the shaded part of the bar? Write a multiplication equation for the diagram and then solve. I know that in my room a lot of kids were thrown off by the fact that this is a number line, but really it's saying at the beginning of the bar is worth nothing and at the end of the bar is worth 3. So if it's easier to think of it like this and just say, hey, this whole is worth 3, that is exactly what this is saying. So if it's easier for you to think, hey, this is really worth just 3, this whole bar, that might be easier for you to think about. I'm going to take a look at a not as nicely drawn one. So I put both the bracket up here and the number line. You can see that the end of my number line, this whole bar is worth 8. I use the bracket to show this whole bar is worth 8. So I've got 8, but I've not shaded in the whole bar. So how much of the bar have I shaded in? Well, I've split the bar into 3 pieces, so I've got thirds. And then how many are shaded? Well, 1, 2, there's 2 parts. So I am really finding 2/3 of 8. And we know that of is just another way that we can say multiply. So I'm really taking 2/3 times 8. And if I take 2/3 times 8, if I count by eighths, 2/3, 4/3, 6/3, 8/3, 10/3, 12/3, 14/3, 16/3, 2 times 8 is 16. 16 what? 16/3. That gives me a fraction. How many 3's can I make out of that? How many wholes? So 3/3, 6/3, 9/3, 12/3, 15/3 would be 5 wholes. And I would have 1 piece left over that would stay in the fraction. So really, you can see that this is past 4, and obviously mine's not drawn as nicely as yours, but more than 4, 5 1/3, but significantly less than 8. This is what the directions mean by write an equation, or write, I believe it says a multiplication expression. Yep, so multiplication equation. Okay, so what they mean by that is what 2 things are you multiplying? You'll see here I multiplied what the whole bar was worth by the fraction of the bar that was shaded. Okay, and then you have to solve it. So this would be my first step of solving it. This would be my second. Good luck.